Well, hello and welcome to your lunchtime yoga class here. I'm outside today on my patio. We may be experiencing a little bit of ambient noise. Be okay with that. And maybe even take yourself outside and practice there. To begin the practice, we'll listen to the trucks go by. Now, find yourself a comfortable seat. Allow yourself to feel heavy into the base of your body. Allow yourself to become aware of your own breathing. Feeling that gentle rise and fall of your breath. Allowing yourself to relax a little bit into your torso, your face. Landing right here, right now, into your body, into your breath. Connect with your reason for practicing today. What is it that you're hoping to feel as you complete your practice? And allow yourself to begin to move towards that desired feeling through your practice. Let's take a single shared breath to mark the start. Exhale, empty your lungs. Take a nice big inhale. And a long exhale, sigh. And welcome once again to your yoga practice. Really great to have you here today. As you inhale, open your eyes up, interlace your fingers, press your palms up towards the sky, the ceiling, and exhale, turn to your right, a little bit of a twist. Inhale back to center, exhale left, inhale center, and exhale, come down onto your hands and knees into tabletop position, and just move in a bit of a circle, pivoting from your right hip, left shoulder, right shoulder, going in a bit of a circle, transferring the weight, mobilizing our shoulders and hips. Go the other direction, go around the other way, and then pause. Just take a few simple cat-cow breaths to mobilize your spine. Inhale, lift your head, lift your bum. Exhale, round, press. Tuck your chin, move your pelvis forwards. 2 more times. Inhale long and slow. And exhale long and slow. 1 more time. Nice big inhale. And a nice long exhale. Great. As you inhale, come to neutral. Tuck your toes. And pressing in the mat with your hands, hover your knees off the mat. Get nice and strong, nice and long. Don't drop your head down, keep it neutral. And then push your bum back and up. Downward dog, there it is. And move your legs a little bit, side to side. Stretching into your hamstrings, your thighs, your glutes. Cracking your ankles and toes. And then walk yourself up the mat to dangle and drape yourself across your upper thighs. Let your head relax down, let your arms relax. Give your head a little bit of a shake. And then as you inhale, come halfway up. As you exhale, fold, bend your knees. Do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, bend your knees. Next inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down the midline and bring your feet right tight together. Beautiful. From here, just a few simple breaths. Inhale, hands up. Hands touch in prayer. Exhale, interlace your hands and press down. Inhale up to frontal plane. Try not to whack your umbrella. Exhale, hands so wide. Again, inhale, hands up to touch. Exhale, hands down the midline, interlace your fingers, press down. Inhale, press up the frontal plane. And exhale, hands out wide. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Beautiful, love the birds, nice. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands down. Interlace, press down. Last one, inhaling up. Exhaling out wide. I'm going to step back into the sunshine here. Side bending, inhale your hands up overhead. Hold on to your left wrist with your right hand, and then take another inhale to extend up, and exhale over to your right. Go slowly here. Inhale, come up. Switch your grip. Left hand holds right wrist. Exhale to the left. Exhaling the whole way. Inhale, rise. Exhale, go right. Draw your belly in. Inhale up slowly. Switch your grip. Exhale over. One more each way. Inhale up. Exhale over. And inhale up. And exhale over to the left. Opening up that spinal column. Inhale up. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head. Still keep your feet nicely together as you inhale. Heart forwards, chest lifts, look up. It's a beautiful day. And exhale, round forwards, tuck your chin, elbows in, bend your knees. And stop. Inhale, come up into a back bend, inhaling all the way. And exhale, round in, elbows come down towards your core, rounding the spine. One more time each way. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, round it in. Nice. Inhale, send your hands up towards the sky. Separate your hands. And exhale, sit down. Twist to your left. Bring your right hand outside your left knee. Left hand to your low back. Beautiful. Inhale, stand up. Hands to the sky again. Exhale, sit down. Left hand outside right knee. Right hand to low back. Two more times like that each side. Inhale to really elongate your spine. Exhale to sit down, twisting from the base of the spine first and then all the way up through your neck. Inhale, standing up, use your glutes. Exhale, sit down, twist right. And one more each way. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist right. Good job. Inhale all the way up. Palms face forwards. Exhale, sit down into the chair. Take the weight back to your heels. Sit down a little further. And then a couple times like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale, sit into the chair, this time lingering. Take the weight to your heels, keep your chest nice and proud. Relax through your face. Really squeeze those legs firmly together. There's a little bit of a back bend happening. Take a big inhale and exhale, fold all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen away from yourself. And then exhale, plant your hands, step one leg, other leg to plank pose. Top of that, push up. And then exhale, down we go to the mat, knees down, feet flatten out, lie down. Don't move your hands. Inhale, send your heart forwards, cobra. And it feels like you're dialing your hands away from each other. This gets your shoulders to come in, your elbows in. Exhale down. Do that again. Inhale, come up. This time roll your right shoulder back, left shoulder forwards, and look over your right shoulder. Exhale down. Do that to the left. Inhale, come up, look left. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, hands and knees, tuck your toes, exhale back, downward dog. Take a few breaths there. Thighs, head nice and relaxed. Great. And then as you inhale, send your right leg up high. Exhale, simply bring your right foot between your hands and then step your left foot beside your right foot, inhaling to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, dive all the way back down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale again, plank pose, top of the push-up. Find good form, squeeze your legs towards one another, push away from the ground, and then on an exhale, knees down, feet flatten out, lie down. Again, cobra, dial your hands away from one another. Exhale down. Keep those hands pressing down and dialing away. Inhale, come up, look left. Roll that left shoulder back. Exhale down. And do it to the right. Inhale, come up, go right. And exhale, down we go. So many birds here, it's great. Inhale, up on your hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. Take a few breaths, and then as you inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot through, right foot joins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale to integrate. And we just keep flowing here, building up a bit of steam. Exhale, inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale here. We just take your right leg back only. Right toes tucked, right knee down to the ground. As you inhale, bring both hands up. As you exhale, settle. Hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, go over to your left and take a few breaths there. Getting a nice extension. Outer right hip, front of the right hip. Breathe into your right rib cage. Keep it nice and stable. It's not how far you go, but finding that sense of integrity wherever you're at. Inhale your hands back up. As you exhale, lean forwards and flare your hands out to the side. A leaning lunge, back knees lifted here. And then inhale, swoop your hands forwards. As you exhale, elbows come in, hands in fists, coming to a full standing lunge. From here, inhale your hands overhead, your back knee down a bit. Exhale, hands in fists, back leg straightens. Do that again. Inhale, knee down, hands up. Exhale, fists of fire. One more time. Inhale, knee down, hands up. And exhale, rise up. Keeping that back knee lifted this time. Inhale, both hands all the way up. Exhale, twist to your left. Extend both hands. Don't fall down. It's all good. Standing twist in the lunge. Or twisting Anjaneyasana, for those who care. Inhale, both hands all the way overhead. Exhale, step to the head of your mat, swing your hands behind. Whoosh. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, integrate. Inhale, gather it up again. And exhale, dive forwards again. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, left leg back, long step, left toes tucked, left knee down. Same thing, other side. Inhale, both arms all the way up. Exhale to integrate. Sense of your two legs moving towards each other. So dragging the mat back together. Holding on to your left wrist with your right hand. Reach up and exhale to the right. Now getting that extension through the front and side of the left hip. And where you feel that extension, also use some muscular activation, keeping it strong and long at the same time. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, lean forwards, lift your back knee, flare your hands. There's that funky new movement. Inhale, swoop your hands forwards. Exhale, elbows in, hands and fists as you rise up to stand. And then 3 little knee dips. Inhale, knee down, hands up. Exhale, lift it up. 2 more. Inhale, hands up, knee down. Exhale, lift. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Back knee stays lifted. Inhale, both arms all the way up. And on your exhale, twist to the right this time. Extend through both hands. Find stability here, if you can. Nice. As you inhale, both hands overhead. As you exhale, step to the front of your mat, swing your hands behind. Whoosh. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale.
let it go. Let's take one more cleansing breath. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Bring your hands onto your hips here and balance on your left leg. We're going to bend your left leg a little bit. Place your right ankle on top of your left knee. Flex your right toes back towards you and then sit into this. It's a standing figure four or figure four balance. Hip bones are roughly square. So those two pelvic points, you can probably feel them. Keep those roughly square. And then options from here, hands can come to your heart, or you can take your hands out wide and lean forwards a little bit, accentuating that compression into the hips and the opening in the outer right hip here. Very juicy. And then inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands down, hands on your hips. Other side, bend your knees. We're going to balance on the right leg this time. Left ankle on top of right knee. Flex your left toes back towards your knee. Sit down, get your pelvis roughly square. And then option to bring your hands to prayer or to flower your hands and lean forwards. While we enjoy the sounds of leaf blowers in the distance. So much fun practicing outside. Just be okay with whatever's arising. Inhale, stand up, foot down, and exhale, wash it off. Guaranteed that was going to happen today. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen away from yourself, and exhale, plant your hands, enjoy the sounds of the airplanes going by, and step back to plank pose. And in plank pose, we're going to take a flow from here, flowing in your own way. Exhale down half or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, as you paddle your legs a little bit again. Stuff. From here, inhale your right leg up. Exhale, right foot between your hands. And keep your left knee lifted, left toes tucked. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your hands to touch in prayer. And here, bringing your hands through your heart, pivot your back heel down, extend your hands out, finding warrior two. So here we're really pressing into the mat firmly with our feet, staying nice and proud through our chest. Arms parallel to the ground, both front and back. Bit of brightness through your fingertips. And your gaze typically forwards. Nice. And all things pass, including leaf blowers. But they might come back again, you never know. From here, take it into exalted warrior. Inhale, right hand up, left hand to the back leg. We'll go through a few variations or new variations here. You can bring your right hand behind your head. We've done that before. Now an option is take your left hand and hold your right elbow and just encourage your right hand down behind your neck a little bit more. There is an option to hang out there. You'll get a significant tricep stretch there. And even further option is take that free left hand, wrap it around your back and try to clasp both hands together. Not happening in this body, but try it. Maybe you like it. So it's an extension through the right side of the body and even the frontal right side of the torso. Great. From here, inhale back, warrior two, and straighten your front leg. Beautiful. Reach forwards, let your left hip pop back, and then take yourself into triangle pose. So triangle pose, I find it very vexatious. You're trying to get your arms perpendicular, the legs in a triangle shape, and it's not a side bend. Both sides of your body are equally long, so we're not dropping the shoulder way down. You're trying to stay long the spine nice and straight. Beautiful. From here, inhale back up to this shape. Bend your front knee. And then lean on your right knee with your right elbow. Take your left hand overhead, palm face down. This is extended side angle. Option to take that right arm down inside your right shin and put pressure between your knee and your elbow. Really get lots of focus there. Option 2 to do an unsupported variation where you take the right hand towards the left, even interlace your hands and really stretch. Beautiful. From this place, inhale back up, warrior 2, and again, straighten your front leg. Moving towards revolved triangle, both feet stay where they are. You just take your left hand, windmill it over, bring your left hand down towards the ground. You might need to bend your right knee a little bit to make that happen. Once you've got your left hand on the ground, take your right hand to the ceiling, the sky, and straighten the right leg a little bit more, looking over your right shoulder, and really sensing this probably in your outer right hip. A yummy twist here. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, bend your front knee, pivot your back heel so it comes off the mat, and then step from here back to plank pose, top of the push-up. From the push-up position, exhale down, half or all the way. Inhale up, up dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. You guys are doing great. Stay balanced on your right foot, left leg extends up, left foot steps through. Stay high on the ball of your right foot as you inhale both arms all the way up. So here we are in that crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana is called. Bring your hands to your heart, and then you're just gently pivoting your back heel down. That opens your hips, and send your hands out. Your gaze is out over your second finger. We're not leaning forwards, your torso is perpendicular. Just nice spacious openness, belly's drawing in. Face nice and relaxed. Enjoy the breeze. Nice. From here to exalted warrior. Back hand drops down, front hand lifts up. There's the first position, as it were. Next one was to take your hand behind your skull, accentuating that descent into your left hip crease. You could use your right hand to just gently draw the elbow down to get your hand more to your mid-back. And then option to take the free hand, the right hand, and reach for your left. Again, not happening in this body, but you know, one can dream. Feel nice and spacious through the left rib cage. Beautiful. A few breaths here. And then inhale back, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Both legs stay straight. And then from here, reach forwards with your left hand. Your right hip moves back. And you windmill your hands into triangle pose. Trikonasana, it's called. So here, me, I like to kind of rest my bottom hand on my shin, but you might be way down on the floor. You're trying not to side bend, as I said, so it's just a straight spine from your tail to your head, not putting an arc in the side of the body. Beautiful. And then inhale back up. Again, bend your front knee. Place your left elbow on your left knee. Take your right hand overhead, palm face down. There's option 1, extended side angle. Option 2, left forearm inside your shin. Press your knee to your elbow to your knee. Get nice and long. And of course the last option, unsupported, extended side angle. You can interlace your fingers, get nice and long, and take your left shoulder under, right shoulder away. Beautiful. And from here, back we go. Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. From this position, both legs stay straight, we're going to revolve triangle. Your back hand windmills over. You're trying to get your right hand to the mat. You might need to bend your left knee to make that happen. As you slowly straighten your left leg, you can take your left hand up to the sky, revolve triangle. Again, a juicy opener for the outer left hip. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, bend your back or front knee, pivot your heel, step back to plank pose. And from plank this time, just take your knees wide, go to child's pose at the back of the mat. Extend your arms nice and long, creep your fingers forwards. And maybe pivoting at the elbows, hands in prayer, place your hands behind your neck. A good tricep stretch. And then, not being allowed to enjoy it too long, slowly come forwards, hands and knees, tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog again. From downward dog, we're going to walk your hands to your feet, go to the back of the mat. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold, and then inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Nice. Here we'll move towards dancer pose. So hands on your hips. First you're balancing on your left foot. So take your right hand, palm face out, thumb towards the back. So palm out, thumb pointing backwards. Grab your inner ankle, right inner ankle with your hand. Squeeze your knees back together. And then take your left hand up towards the sky, nice reach. You can't see my left hand, it's behind that umbrella. And from there, squeezing the knees towards one another, begin to send your right knee away from you. Don't let it flare. Just kick it away from you, kick it away, kick it away. From that place, add a forward fold. So we've created a back bend, now add a forward fold. And from the forward fold, bring your left shoulder forwards and let your right shoulder go moan back as you continue to kick back and up. So this is sort of the challenge of dancer pose. It's a balance, it's a forward fold, it's a twist. It's all in one Swiss Army knife yoga pose. So do what you can. And then inhale, back up, and exhale. Let it go. Shake it off. Other side. You're going to balance on your right foot. Take your left palm face out, left thumb to the back. Right hand to your hip initially. Hold on to your inner ankle with your second finger. Squeeze your knees together. And then send that right arm up towards the sky. Nice long lines. And then again, we're going to create the back bend first. Kick your knee away from you. There's the back bend. Don't let your knees flare. Then add forward fold, so tip forwards. Then add a twist. Right shoulder forwards, left shoulder back, and continue to kick as you let that left shoulder go back. And you'll find your fancy dancer pose. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, relax it down. Beautiful. One more balance here. So finding your heels together. Take your right heel or right foot out about to 2 o'clock on the clock, the analog clock, not the digital one. And then you take your heel to your ankle or your shin or your upper thigh, wherever that is. Yes, there's a parking lot on the other side of me. It's all yoga. Press your foot to your leg to your foot, and then bring your hands up towards your heart. Stand nice and proud. Feel your breath. Maybe even lift your hands up, separate. Keep them nice and wide so your shoulders stay nicely integrated. Option to even look up. Kind of challenging when things are moving, but give it a try. Press your foot to your leg to your foot. Take a big inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale your knee forwards. Exhale, foot down, shake it off. The last side, you're going to bounce on your right foot. Turn your left foot out a little bit. And then kickstand, calf stand, thigh stand. Press your leg to your foot to your leg. Gaze forwards, hands to your heart. Relax your face. And when you're ready, hands can come up. Shoulders nicely integrated. Breath nice and relaxed. Enjoy the sun, enjoy the breeze. It's pretty darn nice, actually. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale your knee forwards. Exhale, foot down. From the back of your mat, take a big inhale. And exhale, fold all the way forwards. Separate your feet to about hip width apart and grab your big toes with your peace fingers and then begin to pull while your legs stay straight. Let your elbows flare out to the side. Pull. A bit of a spinal release. Good. Then inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands up the mat to plank pose. And from plank pose, we're just going to go right down to the mat, knees down, chest down, lie down, and look to your right. Put your left cheek on the mat, bring your hands by your bum. Let's just take a little break. Releasing our neck. And then look the other way, right cheek on the mat, look left. Nice. Chin on the mat. Double dancer or bow pose. Bend both knees. Grab your feet from the outside this time, slightly below the toes. Knees stay connected isometrically, so don't let them flare. Press your pelvic bone down. And then as you kick with your feet, it'll rise up. You'll rise up with your torso. Create a nice big back bend here. Kick and kick and kick. And then slowly, knees down, hands forwards. Push all the way to a seated position at the back of your mat. From the seated position, take your knees a little bit wider. Come up onto your knees and place your baby fingers and palms, baby fingers together, and palms on your low back. Push your hips forwards, lift your chest up, roll your shoulders back. This is camel pose. Maybe squeeze your elbows towards each other. Maybe look at the sky. Breathe. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, sit down, hands on your knees. Take a couple breaths there. Let everything sort of settle back in. That's very stimulating for your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight. So it's not altogether pleasant when you expose your chest to the world, your heart to the world. The body gets a little upset. So let everything settle. And then from here, just lean to one side or the other. Swing your legs out front. And then with your legs out front, lean back, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Bound angle pose, holding on to your feet, lift your chest, pull forwards with a straight spine, and then round in and just gaze downwards. Letting our hips relax. And then slowly rise back up. Both knees together. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze and then send both legs out long. With the legs nice and long, both arms up. Exhale, fold forwards over straight legs this time. Maybe holding onto the bottoms of your feet or your shins. And here, rather than rounding, gaze towards your toes and try to find spinal extension.
sit up. Bring your right foot in beside your left knee, and then interlace your fingers, hold underneath your right foot, and then extend your right leg up to straight. Point your right toes. It's called heron pose. You've seen them in the wilds of Victoria. Draw your legs towards, or this leg towards you. Maybe your elbows flare to make that happen. Give it a good pull. And then slowly release that foot back where you started. Take both arms up again and dive inside your right knee. Again, reaching for your foot. Maybe it's just the mat, or maybe it's your shin. Just folding in here. This is preparation for a pose called Marichi Asana, which is the name of some yogic sage, I believe. And then inhale, come up, and exhale, lean back, extend your leg, give it a shake. Do the other side. Left foot comes in, interlace the fingers underneath your left foot, lift the left leg up, point your left toes, let your elbows flare to help draw that leg towards your torso, probably gazing up towards your second toe. Engage the muscles above your left kneecap. And then again, bring that foot back down. Beside your right knee. Inhale, both hands up. Dive inside your left knee. Reach for your foot. Take a bit of a stretch. Put a compression into the left hip. Yum. And then again, slowly rise up. Hands behind you. Extend the leg out long. Lean back, point both toes, press, lift your bum from the mat. Chest up, head back. Reverse plank, and then exhale, come back down. From this place, position your bum about in the middle of the mat. Place your knees behind, or hands behind your knees. And lift your feet, boat pose, Savasana. Chest nice and proud. Feet could be lifted a little bit or a lot, whatever works for you. And your hands could be offering support or not, whichever you feel like playing with today. Find that determination, that confidence. Take a big inhale and exhale. Simply lie down, draw your knees to your chest, give yourself a hug. Squeeze. And then take a bridge pose. So walk your feet in and just tickle your heels. Bend your arms so your palms face one another. And then you're putting pressure in your elbows to lift your torso up, your pelvis up. Continue pressing with your elbows. Option from here to interlace your fingers underneath your bum and tuck one shoulder and then the other shoulder under and keep lifting your chest up a bit higher. And even another option, come on your toes, walk them in and press up even higher. Bridge pose. And then to come out, same way we went in, feet flat, hands release, spine releases, pause, draw your knees in towards your chest again. From here, simply roll onto your right hand hip, right shoulder, fetal position, and then drop the left shoulder, extend the left hand, look to the left. There's the final spinal twist. Your right hand can hold your knee in place. And basically you're just relaxing here. Enjoying the sounds of summer. And slowly we'll make our way to the other side. First come to neutral. Just let everything settle. And then roll to the left. Knees can be drawn in quite a bit. Drop your right shoulder. Extend your right hand, look to the right. Big inhale, a long exhale to chill into it. And again, slowly unwind, extend your legs long. Let's take our final Savasana on your back. Palms face up, feet flopping open. Just letting everything integrate. Noticing how you feel now. Letting yourself feel centered, ready to approach your day anew. And then let's finish our practice together in a seated position today. So when you are ready, begin to breathe a bit more fully. Invite some energy and some movement into your fingers, your toes, your face, your neck. Just kind of move around a bit. Eventually take a big stretch. Reach your arms up overhead and stretch to one side, stretch to the other side. And then from that place, make your way up to seated. As you come to your seat, you can place your hands wherever is comfortable for you. Generally, we want a nice proud heart and a humble chin with your eyes cast downwards or closed. And marking the end of our practice together as we began with a shared breath. Exhale, empty your lungs. Take a big inhale. And exhale to sigh. And thank you, my yogi friends, for joining me on the great outdoors of Victoria today. Hope you have a beautiful day ahead of you. Namaste.